Hello and welcome back, and for those of you that are away at the moment and enjoying your summer, I hope you're having a great time. Now, I've had a few questions in the last few months, people asking me who have a similar van to we have, which is the Unicorn Valencia Series 1, how we load our Caravan. Now, for those of you that don't know or haven't followed the channel, you'll know that this particular van, and probably the Unicorn 2, and the early Pegasus, which is the Series 1 and Series 2, the nose weight on them is really heavy. Now, when we picked this Caravan up, I think I put it on the nose weight gauge with nothing in it, and it was weighing out nearly at 100 kilograms. Now, to compensate that, you've got to load the van really cleverly, and a few people have asked me what I store under the bed when we're towing. Now, when we're actually towing the Caravan, we have things under the bed, which I'm going to show you shortly, and we have all our clothes in the cabinets. At the front, we have clothes in the lockers, and we have clothes in the wardrobe. So all that's in the Caravan is the normal equipment that you would need for your Caravan. We've got pots and the pans and the bedding and stuff underneath the bed, which I'll show you, and we just put our clothes in. We tow at 95 kilograms on the nose weight. I always get it around about that, it tows really well. It seems to tow better when it's heavier than when it's lighter. So let's just have a look and see what we store underneath our bed. So here we are under the bed, and let's see what we've got. This is our awning bits bag. It's got ground sheets in there and pegs and stuff like that. We have 3 chairs, Molly's scooter, which we always need to take. We have one here that stays in the Caravan. These are the infills for the Vango awning. Underneath here, what you can see is the spare wheel. For those that you remember, I took the spare wheel off the carrier and it's now inside underneath there. It's much easier to get out if we need it. There is the Kadak, and on this side there is a unit that fits into the awning when we're setting up, and we have the airer that we have for drying our clothes. So it looks quite a lot of things underneath there. We've also got the battery box, which is at the back here, which has the battery in there, and it does look quite a lot, but there's only around about, I think there's about 70 kilograms in there at the moment. So the heavier stuff is as close to the axle. You can just see there where the axle is. So all this stuff is quite forward near to the axle. Now we have a lot of weight at the front of this Caravan, which I'll show you in a second. So forward of the axle in this van, we have the cooker, which is at forward of the axle. We have the fridge freezer, the Alder heating unit, which is at the front. There's also 2 lockers at the front, which we only have a 6 kilogram bottle in those, and some bits of wood for leveling up and some ramps. Then we get the clothes in at the front, and what it does, it kind of balances the Caravan out, and we've got it right now, and it does tow really well. In the bathroom at the back, all we've got in there is the empty aqua roll and the empty waste master. There's nothing else in the back of there. And in the cupboards in the kitchen are the pots and pans, so everything's quite central really. So we've reached a good balance on the Caravan, and it does feel very stable, and it does tow really well. And for those of you who are regular viewers of the channel, you will remember that quite a while ago, when we changed our Caravan, I actually weighed everything that was in the Caravan, even down to the knives and forks, the whole lot. I'll put a link to that video up here. And we have an MTPLM of 1565 on this van, and we are just under that. We tow just under that, because I do, when Angela gets quite annoyed with me, but when we go away, all the clothes that we're going to put in the Caravan, I weigh those as well, so I know roughly how much everything weighs within the Caravan that we normally have in the Caravan, and then I weigh the stuff that we put in the Caravan just to make sure that we are on that weight. How does anybody know whether they're under the weight or over the weight? Well, I don't think you do know. I have been on sites, and I've seen people getting all sorts out of the Caravan, and I look at it and I think, my God, that's a load of stuff. They must be really overweight. And to be fair, they probably are slightly over their MTPLM. But I mean, it is important to check, you know, what you're carrying in your Caravan. That's why I weighed everything. just to make sure we weren't over the MTPLM. I am going to be looking at upplating the Caravan. Now, if you don't know what that is, I know Dan Trudgeon's going to be doing a video on that at some point soon, how you upplate your Caravan. So that basically means that there is, we've got 1565 on this Caravan on the MTPLM, but you can upgrade that to 1600 kilograms, which is something that we're going to be doing, not at the moment, but we will be doing shortly. But Dan's going to do a video on that, so you can have a look at that when he does that. So I hope that's answered some questions for people who've got the similar sort of van as me, who've asked me about how I load the Caravan. If you remember when I said about the spare wheel, I've actually taken the carrier off from underneath the Caravan, so I saved about 20 kilograms from that because it was quite heavy. So hopefully that's a short video, and thank you very much for watching, and I hope you're all having a great summer, and I will see you soon. Bye bye.